One of the most persistent companions of human life is envy. It moves quietly through everyday moments, in comparisons, in unspoken resentment, in the bitter smile that appears when someone else succeeds. Envy is not merely another emotion. It is a mechanism that gradually narrows the world. A person who envies does not only look at others with hostility. In time, they become unable to live their own life with joy. At the root of envy lies a sense of lack. It is the painful awareness that someone else has been given something we have not. The problem begins when this sense of lack turns not into questions, but into accusations. Why them, and not me? Slowly, this question distorts our view of reality. The other person ceases to be an individual destiny and becomes a measuring stick, something against which we judge our own worth. Thus, the envious person suffers twice, once from their own dissatisfaction, and again every time they witness the happiness of others. Yet the malice that grows out of envy resolves nothing. It does not improve circumstances, nor does it diminish differences. At best, it merely justifies bitterness for a short while. While someone waits for the world to bend to their resentment, they silently miss the chance to change themselves. For this reason, envy is directed not primarily against others, but against ourselves. It cuts us off from gratitude and blinds us to a deeper truth. Our value is not defined by what we own, but by how deeply we live. Inner freedom begins precisely where envy would draw its boundary. It is the moment when a person can accept that it is not the fairness of life, but our responses to it, that shape who we become. To rejoice in another's success does not diminish us. In fact, it widens our world. Generosity is a quiet decision, the recognition that life is not a zero-sum game, and someone else's happiness is not our loss. This perspective is not passivity, but trust, the belief that every life has its own rhythm and task. A person who lives with this awareness no longer seeks validation from circumstances, but from the question, how faithfully did I live today according to what I believe is right? From here arises a kind of peace that orders life from within. The world no longer appears as a competition, but as a path. The final price of envy is not what we feel toward others, but what we deprive ourselves of: gratitude, serenity, and the ability to connect. And the one who manages to let go of envy does not become weaker, only freer. Perhaps this is the only victory that truly lasts, not the victory over others, but the one we quietly win over ourselves.